Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This is the Motorola One and this is the Motorola One. So first of all, just jumping straight into design and everything else, it kind of has a really sleek look similar to that of a iPhone in terms of dual camera setup, the notch at the front, although it does have a little bit of a thicker lip at the bottom. I don't believe it has any kind of face unlocking features, but it does have a fingerprint reader where the Motorola logo is there, and it is quite quick. One little tap and it opens. So one more time, tap, open. And in terms of the display as well, really nice, colourful display. And this isn't OLED, by the way, this is just an LCD panel, but a really nice one at that. So I've got to give them credit where credit's due for that. The colours do look amazing and they do look kind of poppy. It's going to be always difficult to see colour representation from the camera that I'm using to what I see in front of me, but I can assure you that the reds are red, the blues are blue, everything's quite vivid for the phone that it is. So it's a 5.9 inch screen, it's got 1520 by 720 pixels, so not quite the full resolution that we expect. It is a HD plus screen and the aspect ratio comes in at about 19 by 9. It's got a 16.7 million color display depth. Now in terms of camera, you do have a front facing 8 megapixel camera, and on the back you do get a 13 megapixel camera, I believe. I think it's 13 megapixel for both of those, I'm not sure, but definitely the main one is 13 megapixel. You've got a 3000 milliamp hour battery with turbo power technology, which is Motorola's fast charging technology. It's really good, really quick. You get a lot of battery life in a very short amount of time, which is always handy to have. So in terms of memory, you've got 4 gigs of RAM. Internal memory starts at 64 gig. You can expand it, of course, up to 256 gig with a micro SD card. You get all your usual Google messaging apps and Google Play, Google Photos, etc., all built into the phone. You've got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 processor with a clock speed of about 2 gigahertz, and this is an 8-core processor unit, so it also runs on the 64-bit architecture as well. The camera's quite good. I think for me, whenever I go for a new phone, one of the two things or the two features that I really kind of focus on, it's the display itself and also the camera, because I do take a lot of photos and the display just has to really look good. So I also have to point out that this phone at the moment is about £200 to buy, and that is a very, very small fraction of the price compared to the likes of the latest iPhone XS, which is what I'm using as my daily driver, my main phone. £1,000 is a lot of money compared to this at just under £200 on offer. So for what you get, it's a pretty good phone and a pretty decent looking display as well, considering it's not OLED. So as with any Google interface, and especially with Motorola, they've gone for kind of like an almost Nexus-like UI. It's very, very minimalistic. There's not much bloatware. There's one app which is Motorola branded, and you get a few little Motorola actions. So for example, you can double karate chop for torch, twist for quick capture, or peak display, so it fades in and out when the screen's off. As well as that, you get, obviously, as I said, some of your Google apps all built in. You get Google Play, swiping up similar to the Nexus UI. Again, it is literally what you see is what you get. There's nothing more on the phone than what you see right now. It's very, very simple, very, very basic UI, but that's something that I absolutely loved in the Nexus range as well. We've got Dolby Audio as well, built right in. And the camera, so I took this out at the weekend. What I'll do is I'll actually put them up on the video itself so you can see the proper image rather than an image on a display that you're not going to see the good quality of. But I did a couple of like iPhone comparison shots just so you get a good comparison and see what the difference is. But for now I won't show you them all through the phone, I'll let you see them on the display. The camera itself, it's okay for basic photos. I would say that the quality may be lacking through the phone's display, which is why I want to show you them through the video itself. This will be like the raw file. This will be the actual the photo itself, non-edited, no touching up or nothing, no filters. It'll just be the pure photo that you see that I took. It is quick at focusing, I have to give it that, so that's something. Zooming in, it's a little bit slow, a little bit laggy, but it does the job, obviously. It does blur a little bit close up, as you'd expect, but it still keeps it quite focused considering how close it's zoomed in. Now you get a couple of little features. Obviously you get your normal video and photo capture. You also get cinematograph, panorama, portrait, slow motion, time-lapse and YouTube live. So some nice little features. The front-facing camera I can show you now, and that's my very minimalistic setup. You've got Google Lens, I believe, built right in as well, so I don't know if it's going to let us do it without a Google account activated. So copy text, looking for results, Motorola One. It has found Motorola straight away, and yes, you would find the results useful, so that does work at least. So in terms of, again, real-time use, I did take it out to Brighton or near Brighton, and yeah, it was good. It looks good in good lighting, and I will check out all the photos, and as I say, I will post them all. I'll probably do it at the end of the video actually, just so that I can do a long proper reveal of them. Everything else kind of just worked okay. Sound quality is okay, everything just kind of works. So if I just do a quick video on here, let's do royalty free music, just so I don't get a strike. And so as you can hear, the sound is actually pretty good. Again, I have to keep coming back to the price of the phone itself. It's just under £200. You're not going to get the best of everything when it comes to that kind of price, but for what you do get, definitely a good alternative to an iPhone. Definitely something that you could get your kid as their first, you know, smartphone, or even your elderly grandparent, parent, whatever, whoever's buying it. It's a good buy at £200. You can't go wrong. If you are looking for a first smartphone, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on an iPhone or the Apple branding, then this is definitely something that you should look into. It's a quick, good, competitive phone with really fast, bright screen features. The camera's pretty good. The apps are minimalistic. You know, you're not going to have no trouble using this phone. It's quite simple to use. Motorola have done a really great job, and I cannot recommend this phone enough. For the price, definitely worth it. And yeah, you can go check it out. I'll put a link in the description as to where you can buy it directly from the Motorola website. So if you are enjoying my videos, please do consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Like the video, share the video, check out my other videos. You can also check me out on social media, including Instagram and Twitter, which are the two main ones I use. My Instagram and Twitter username are the same. It's at @KevinWebb. Give me a follow on there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.